Okay, we're in. Hey, chat. How we doing today? Hello, Pokemon. Hello, Xavier. Good to see you both. There we go. Now there's my controller. Yeah, we're playing some more Subnautica today because I am tired. The Memorial Day holiday exhausted me. And quite honestly, I didn't really do too much. I really didn't. Today was also a big day dedicated to writing out my thoughts on the Erdtree Guardians, the minor Erdtree ones, you know, the jumpy boys. Got a lot out of it, that's good, but holy hell. I spent a little too much brain power on that. I forgot. We're all set, right? Yeah, we have that leftover glass, but that's about it. Yeah, what we want to do is pick up some... Want to pick up some, No. Repair. There we go. Oh no, that's not gonna work. If I want to repair, I have to do it from this angle, right? Yeah. There we go.
Welcome aboard CAS Systems Online.
Perfect. Well, that repair went to nothing. Woo. Lol. Oh. Almost missed my power supply. Anyway, as Dolphus was saying, lol, Memorial Dinner was rather uneventful. We were going to hang with my grandmother, though my father's father planned a dinner last minute, but we didn't go because of drama, so we did neither dinner and just stayed home. Sad face. Well, I hope you enjoyed it regardless, Adolphus. I hope you found some joy. I mean, it's not like the biggest American holiday or anything like that. It's supposed to honor the fallen, after all, but I'm hoping that you guys were at least able to not have any, you know, serious issues. I know how family drama can be. I've seen my fair share of sputs. Man, I just hear that Leviathan, I'm just like, do I really want to go over there to grab some titanium? And then the other half of me is like, yes, yes you do. You want as much titanium and quartz you can possibly get your hands on. Stop being a little bitch. Just because you're scared of a big, spoopy water snake with incredibly big lungs. Getting the hell away from you. Leave. Leave, you spawn of Satan. Absolutely terrifying. That's, This is why, chat, I prefer dealing with the warpers than this thing. This thing is terrifying. Warpers are just annoying. Ah. Get away! Why do you even like this place? Now, I was looking forward to hanging out with some of my extended family. At any rate, the weather was lovely, and I got some reading in while my brother went fishing. Oh, that's cool. Did your brother get anything good, or was it a slow catch? No! Get off of of it! No. Get off my sea moth! You piece of shit! Wait! Wait! Huh? Ah! God, I hate this thing. Go away. Ah! What? You're terrifying, and now my sea moth is in the sky. What are you gonna do about it, you piece of shit? Royce! What are you doing in the sky? Get down here. You're a deacon of the deep. Get in deep. I've never had this glitch happen to me. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Also, I've never had a Leviathan creep this much into the creepvine area. Can it please go back to where it belongs, away from me? Oh god, I was about to be like, is that the Leviathan? No, it's just the Aurora. Just what am I supposed to do about that, chat? Your sea moth is now its chew toy, yeah. It's now no. Ah! Thought that was the stupid Leviathan for a second. Now it's nobody's chew toy. God, it has to be nighttime now. I'm pushing my luck. How am I supposed to see this thing when it's this dark? More water. More water. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anyway, let's talk about Elden Ring stuff to get my brain off of the horrors in front of me. Go away, you stupid stalker. Never thought I'd be saying that in my life. That wasn't on the bingo card. Sure, why not? A power cell? That's actually really good. I wasn't expecting we'd get that in these. Alright, so the good news, chat. We can get farther and farther away from the Leviathan and still get what we want. So, we were just a little too close, I think. We can fix this. This is salvageable. The problem is figuring out how I'm gonna get my sea moth back. Now, my first thought is save, reload the game, and it should drop with gravity? Question mark? I mean, there's the unstuck button, but I think that's only for me. I don't think that's for my sea moth. I don't think the developers expected the sea moth to get manhandled in shallow water like this. So let's try quitting and coming back in. What's on your mind with Elden Ring? On my mind with Elden Ring is those guardians. So I'm trying to understand, again, this goes back to my universal problem with Elden Ring, which is understanding how death works in this universe. The game makes a point about how the minor Erdtree guardians essentially Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, the minor Erdtree Guardians have a big thing going for them about how, like, they don't perish even in death, right? Like, the term used in Japanese has this idea of, like, you know, you perish, you rot, you go away, you're destroyed, you know, you're reduced to nothing, right? That's the implication. But I find that a bit weird then, because there's the implication then that you can die without destined death, and you will rot. I guess that could make sense for some of the hollowy corpses we see, right? Those that look like they've hollowed out, like they've been eaten by maggots and stuff like that, like they've, you know, like actual corpses. And I guess the idea is that these guys don't rot or decay or anything like that, and they have the whole no destined death immortality thing going, so they'll be able to keep up, you know, keep on keeping on as they've always been. Let's see, sea moth, trapped in sky, how to get down. Let's see. It's happened to me on loop. Reload a previous save and then go to your life pod. Place yourself facing your life pod 20 meters away from it. There you drop your blah blah blah. I have the same problem just with the Reaper yeeting my sea moth to 80 meters. Mine did exactly need different solutions. Sadly not awesome. We may have to accept this as a lost, chat. How do we get this thing back down? Ah! Mr. Stalker? Whoa, that's not a stalker, that's a Leviathan. Holy! What the hell? Why are you here? You piece of shit! You absolute piece of shit! Go away! Who asked you to come back here? Alright, chat. Here's an idea. What if I build a base? I wonder if it's attracted to my sea moth hanging in the air, so it keeps on coming around here because its detection radius detects it, like, you know, within its cone of vision, even though it can't actually reach it. So it just keeps coming to the shallows whenever it's on the fringe or something. If so, that is hilariously stupid. Yeah, the only answer I can think of for what we can do now is build up there. Which, I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't think I have enough titanium on hand for that. Ow. Who's shooting me this time? Anyway, let's quickly... Why do you put yourself through such hell? Because I really like this game, I guess. Death do be confusing, I agree, Joan. So what was death when destined death was a thing? You die and then your soul goes back to the Erdtree and then some reincarnation happens or something? I think that seems to just be the Erdtree thing in general, but maybe that changed with the removal of destined death, I don't know. But, as far as I can tell, the idea is that with destined death, everything is normal, right? You have you're destined to die at some point. A death that comes for all. Therefore, the general goal was for, at least for America, in removing destined death, was to make it where basically she would never have a expiration date, necessarily, and you wouldn't necessarily die if you were killed. Therefore, she could rule eternal as the quote-unquote eternal queen. Queen America the Eternal, as it's usually put in the localization. That's the survey zone. This is where my this is where I need to go then. So then without destined death, you don't die naturally and return to the earth tree, so you kind of just hang around, but you can still die. Yeah, and that's where I get confused, right? If there's no destined death, what's happening when we kill the demigods? Like, no one acts like, Godric, we just slew him, but yeah, he's still around and alive, right? Everyone treats Godric as dead as a corpse, right? Like, you don't hear, like, Godric complaining as, Gastock, or whatever his name is, you know, slams his foot on his face, right? This is what confuses me so much, is trying to understand how death exactly works in this universe. Because there seems to be so many different ways you can die, to different extents on what death means. And it's just all very perplexing. And I was thinking about that with the Guardians, because I don't know exactly the meaning of their pact, allowing them to basically have eternal life. When it's like, wait, didn't you already have that when destined death was removed? Like, what's the big deal? Why is this a good, like, I don't get it. So the best I could gather, like the best I could surmise, was that the idea is that they can't, they don't rot or anything like that, and if they're killed, maybe they'll just come back again. But I don't know if that's a destined death removal thing or not. Can you get a prawn suit and use the grapple arm to get it? I have no idea about success, but the grapple arm can latch and ride the Leviathan like a bull. Ooh, maybe I need to get a grapple arm. Yeah, let's I have to go to the other part of my base and check. Actually, wait, can I make that stuff here? Yeah, I can. Grapple arm. Oh, I don't know the ingredients, though, so that's a problem. I'm missing something. I need to figure out how to make that grapple arm first. I'll think about that, Pokemon. Thank you so much. Get out of the ocean! I am, Adolphus, I am. Those aren't counted as dead, if I recall correctly, the maggot zombie people. Yeah. They aren't counted as those who live in death, that's for sure. And we see them in situations where I would assume they're just people whose bodies have rotted, right? Like, Keelam is a good example of this, right? When you go to Keelam in Caelid, there's the mass of bodies getting burned, and then from the corpse pile rises those guys, and we also see, like, an entire parade of them when we first enter Caelid. So it looks like the idea is that with destined death removed, you can still quote-unquote die, and your death will lead to your corpse rotting like normal, but you won't die. That seems to be my understanding. So your body will, like, come back. It's just like, oh, well, I'm kind of zombie. Without destined death, does your soul just get obliterated when you die? No, because that seems to be the point of destined death, right? Like, the, destined death, the parts that were stolen from Malekith and used by the Black Knife Assassins, they were able to destroy Godwyn's soul and the soul of the other demigods, and Ronnie's body was permanently destroyed. So it looks like destined death, it governs not just the death of the body and the soul going to whatever happens with the soul, but also involves the total destruction of body and soul, potentially. Which, again, how this all works with the existence of the spirit world and all that stuff, did the spirit world not exist before destined death was a thing? But that can't be it, because we know that what are they called? The ancestral followers have been doing their thing much longer than America's empire, so it's like, okay. This is good. We want to put this in the spare. We want to make sure we put this in our spare list in the future. Until then, though, I guess we'll do this. We'll put you here. I'll make the peeper, too. Morgar kind of just passes out after then, only turns to golden dust after destined death is released when you meet Godfrey. They are like a more advanced version of those nobles who wandered around. Deathbird stuff was before, is my understanding. Yeah, Deathbirds also existed before America's empire and all that, so that's definitely a thing. But I'm trying to think about what you're trying to say, Xavier. My problem I'm having as I'm trying to think this through is with Morgott, is do we actually kill Morgott, or do we actually just, like, reduce his strength? Like, do we just make it where he's so weak, he's so, from battle and stuff, that he's not dead, he's just dying, right? Because we know he's not dead, he can still summon his Margit clone in Capital Outskirts after the boss battle, if you haven't done the fight before the boss battle. The only thing that gets affected by his quote-unquote death is, yeah, the only thing that gets affected by his quote-unquote death is the Margit in Stormvale. I guess because it has a range to it, and the Frontier is just too far away, and his power is too weak. So, again, I'm like, I don't know how much of that is, like, Morgott, being, like, quote-unquote, properly killed by us, versus, say, he wasted too much of his cursed power and his blood and all that shit during our fight. And so he's basically just completely, you know, like, drained. I don't know. We also have the pre-Erdtree Servants of Death. Are you talking about the Deathbirds, Adolphus? I don't know what servant... Oh, you're talking about the angel people. Yeah, that's another question, because we don't really get anything about these so-called angels anywhere. We just have the Scythe down south. So it's like, okay, what are these angels? Are they supposed to be related to Deathbirds, maybe? Like, I don't know. It's another question. Anyway, let's try to get my Seamoth back. Let's go try to save Royce. Don't worry, Royce, your deacons are here for you. Reminder, chat. The goal is to try to build up here. Oh, the second part is separate. I'm talking about the maggot zombie people. I'm saying that the hollow nobles are maybe an early version of them. I see what you're trying to say. You think that it's like, okay, yeah, because that's another important thing. We have I know from the Japanese guidebooks and stuff that the zombie guys, the rotted zombie maggot people we're talking about, they're called hollows in the in those guides. They're not called, I think the English calls them corpses. Actually, I think there's a description for them, right? Because you can get them as an ash, if I recall. So yeah, they are called hollows in that too. So there's definitely an argument that we're dealing with something similar to Dark Souls, possibly. This is not gonna work, Jet. It's too far high above. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I was hoping to get blood oil today, but instead I'm worried about Royce. Never thought I'd say that. Gosh, I wish I had like a repulsion or propulsion cannon right now. Let's see if I have one in storage. So yeah, the zombie corpses are definitely something possibly related to the nobles. I think the localization calls them corpses or whatever, in most descriptions. Though their movements are dull and confused, the low moans make them effective at drawing the attention of enemies. True death does not come easily for them. Yep, that sounds about right. So there's the idea that even though they're dead and they're rotting, they're not truly dead. Yeah, that brings up another question then. What's going, like, if we say that the same is true for the demigods, and I don't know, maybe the demigods are exceptional, then how the hell are we, quote-unquote, killing Radon and giving him rest? Like, how are we saving him from the Scarlet Rot by, like, putting him down? Like, if he's truly, if we don't truly kill the bosses we fight, then what's the entire point? Like, this, again, this goes to my point of why I find this all so bizarre. It's like, what's it matter if we kill the Misbegotten Crusader? Are we gonna, like, take the corpse and bury it somewhere? Because Misbegotten, sorry, not Crusader, the Misbegotten, the Lionine Misbegotten at Castle Morn. Because he could just wake up and then steal the treasured sword right where, from the graveyard, like, there's nothing that Edgar's doing to fix that, is there? Like, There's a lot of stuff where it's like, okay, this can open up so many plot holes. I don't know how we're gonna resolve all this. They're called putrid corpses in English. Yeah, and the corpse is where the term molja is used, which means, again, like, can mean a dead person, but it's used by Miyazaki to, you know, refer to hollows in the sense of the old Buddhist idea of a soul that's been lost from the path of nirvana, that type of thing. You know, someone who's sort of mentally passed, you know, passed away versus, you know, like, dead. The idea that they are gone, what makes them is gone, and they're devoid of that, right? Like an empty vessel. Maybe when you die, your soul leaves and goes around trying to return to the Erd Tree, but can't because destined death is gone, so your body's kind of just hanging around. Yeah, like, all that stuff I need to... Again, that's the problem that I need to, like... I at some point, I need to just tackle the cosmological issues of runes and death and all that, and try to have my own answers for that stuff.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Because until then, I just feel like I'm always going to have that issue when I'm doing my analysis of, okay, like, what are the limits that I should be thinking of? When does this stop making sense within the logic of this universe? I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what we're going to do, chat. I guess, yeah, let's just try to see. I have nothing in here, right? Where would I keep my propulsion cannon? Probably back at the other part of base, yeah. Darn it. Isn't it much more satisfying, chat? I wonder if there's a mod to make it where day and night cycles are a lot slower. I feel like as is, it's too easy for the game to go from day and night. I feel like we're constantly having time pass. Though, you know what? I guess it makes sense with how fast I go hungry. The game used to have terraforming, and that might be why there's so much glitchiness with the terrain. Oh yeah, there was. I remember the days of terraforming in Subnautica. Man, those were the good old days when you could actually like change up stuff. Man, that was when the game was super laggy though, right? That's why they had to remove terraforming. The processing of the game was just way too much. Your ability to freely change stuff was fun, but it just after like a very like little bit of terraforming, your game would just become so laggy, so slow to load, so ugh. It was absolutely awful, chat. Yeah, this is where we want to go. By the way, the Ash of War of the Grafted Blade gives the same effects as Godric's Great Rune plus 5 to all stats. The Grafted Blade. I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't. Is that Godric's weapon, or...? Because he has the axe, doesn't he? It's not Melania's prosthetic, is it? Nope, there's nothing here. Ah, here it is. Warps gravity to pull and push objects. Well, I guess we'll try this, chat. We'll see if we can do that with our Seamoth. It's the only thing I can think of. Oh, we're gonna take the fiber mesh in advance too, because we're gonna need it. Should have turned some of this quartz into glass already. Oh, the Morn Sword. Right. Wait. It gives plus 5 to all stats. Huh. I guess that's to reflect the idea that grafting takes multiple... takes the benefits from multiple different people and coalesces it so you become you know, a jack of all trades. Yeah, that's fine. We're still gonna be using this passage a lot. Do. You get a bed and pass the time that way. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I could finally use the bed. Do I have 2 diamonds in here, by the way? I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, I do. Okay. We want this out of here, so... There we go. Glass. And yet, despite those arms, Godric is still the jack of all bitches. That's a good one there. I need more quartz, huh? Here, put this away. Alright, I think that's as good as we're gonna get it, chat. Let's try to go back and see if we can propulsion cannon our way to save our... Wait. No, it's still up there. I was about to be like, wait, did it come down on its own? No. Of course it wouldn't. The only thing I can think of is if I use console commands. I forget how you can do that, or if you can't even do that anymore. That might be the only way. The other option is to... Yeah, the other option is basically to just make a new Seamoth. Alright, this is gonna be stupid, chat. Load item from inventory. God, this is gonna be so stupid, chat. I hope this works. Nope. It did absolutely nothing. I was kind of hoping I could kind of like shoot it and it would come down. Or if I could maybe grab it as an item itself, but no. No luck. Also, if the Golden Order Greatsword is made out of runes, as it appears to be, then runes have weight because it does. Yeah, that's true. It would imply that runes have weight. God, how do we... Alright. Yell at it. Get down here, you bitch! Royce! You're supposed to be going down with the deep! You're not faithful to Aldrich enough? Let's see. Console commands to summon Seamoth. So shift enter. Once enter, open console and type spawn Seamoth without quotes and press enter again to activate the command, and then this vehicle will spawn right in front of you. Okay. Let's check other console commands just to be safe. Subnautica. Let's see. No cost could also be useful in this case. Alright, so let's try this, chat. So let's see. Let's see. Input box views are not currently available on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I don't care. Shift enter or that key. Okay. Alright, so we should be able to do this, chat. Does this not work? Actually, let me double check. Do I need to... Options. General. Display, VSync, field of view. No, okay, so nothing there. Oh. Graphics, redeem a key, troubleshooting, accessibility, controller. Run mode is hold to run. Okay, you can also do toggle if you want. No. Actually, yeah, they don't have anything for console commands here. Keyboard. Yeah, so I can't seem to get it to work though. All right, let's see. Nope. That Steam overlay. It might be because I have Steam overlay for this that this is not going to work. Let's see. No. Yeah, I can't do it with controller. Oh, wait, I had it for a second. There we go. Seam off. Oh, was it, spawn seam off? There we go. There we go. Brand new seam off, chat.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All my upgrades are on that seam off, so that pisses me off. That really, really pisses me off. Like, royally. But I could just, I guess, spawn all the ones I'm missing. That's the survey zone. Let's go back to dock. Yeah, I don't care about you, fish. Go away. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Here's the description of wandering nobles. The spirit of nobles who after death now wander the lands between. Surely they were in search of something once, but whatever it was has been long forgotten. Yeah, so again, they're just like hollows, right? So there's this idea when you die, we see a physical rot on bodies, right? And we can see that their minds also start going. We definitely had a storage module. I had a depth module. I can't remember if it was a depth module 2 or not. Solar charger, I don't recall having. I know we had an efficiency module. Is that here? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so we had an efficiency module. Alright, let's go check the console commands again. I'll just add one of every upgrade and put the ones I don't have in trash. Upgrade. Every Seamoth upgrades, okay, yeah. Actually, let's do no cost first, see if that works. No cost. Alright. We can now make everything we want. Okay. Again, we will turn this off once we get everything back. This is purely for the fact that I lost what should be mine. I still can't make this, though, because I don't know the ingredients. That's funny. I don't think we have crystalline sulfur yet, so we can't make that yet. But love it, though. Efficiency module, a storage module, CMOF depth module upgrade. Pretty sure I had an MK2 as well, but that's all the way back. In fact, you know, we can go there. Nope.
All systems
We can go
online.
there. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I don't remember what the other one is. I'm gonna assume it was a depth module upgrade, though. Probably like an MK2, if I'm remembering myself correctly. In fact, I could probably check if I look earlier in the stream, so 1 second, chat. I wonder if they're conscious then, or just have their mechanical movements. It's probably, if it's like anything like Hollows in Dark Souls or Soul Starved in Demon Souls, John, it's probably the idea is that they act on instinct, so they act on the, like, sort of their root habits and behaviors in that respect. Let's see, Wandering Nobles. And now, we look at the stream. There's me being, okay, there we go. Oh, it's a hull upgrade and one depth upgrade. So yeah, I had a level 2 depth upgrade, okay. CMOF depth module MK2. I don't think we had MK3, but we'll see. The hull upgrade I definitely want to get, though. Okay. So it goes 200 meters with 2. We go to 500 meters. So I did make an MK3. And this... Yeah, now I go 900 meters. Okay, and then there's the armor. So I have to go back and make that. A repulsion cannon! Maybe I'll make that one day. I should probably bring this over now, since we're not really using this base for anything, so... I have room. Oh, right, you. We should probably put you away. I'm not using you. There we go. There we are. Before I forget. Royce! We'll worry about everything else later. So, okay, chat. From now on, we will forever have a Seamoth in the background there. This will be the blue Royce. This will be the red Royce. That way we know which Royce is which. So we know what we have to do here. And we know what we have to do here. cost. I gotta turn that off now. Actually, I feel bad. Where is my... Is it here? No, these are decorations purely. There we go, okay. Well, it's fine, because we're going to be rebuilding it at new place. Well, not the one here, though, so... Where's the fabricator? Okay, here it is. Where do we want the fabricator? Yeah. There we go. Yep. It gets in the way there, though. It gets in the way. Probably here then. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do for now. Yeah, we'll figure this out more later. My big concern is making sure I get out of here.
All systems
Hey, no break.
online.
Whew. So they're more like dumb animals, yeah. Well, here's a question then. We don't see anything like what we see with people happening with animals. So are animals also not subjected to the rules of the destined death removal? Or is something different going on with them? Or is it just that Miyazaki and company didn't think to show us zombie animals? I guess they kind of show us zombie dogs, don't they? Some of the dogs, I think, are kind of hollow-y. So maybe there's something like that. Kind of like how in Dark Souls, if dogs ate hollow meat, they would start, you know, they would get some of the curse. Because, you know, eat cursed meat, what do you expect? So maybe something similar is happening there.
Seek fluid intake.
Yeah, take my stupid water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh, we don't want to do anything with that. There we go. There we go. Perfect. As out of the way as you could possibly be. Okay. I know we want to go here. Hull upgrade. Alright, so now this will make us a little more sturdy. Alright, chat. We fixed the glitch. Kinda sucks we had to do that, but
Welcome
it
aboard,
is what it
Captain.
is. Base. We want to make it more like, Royce's. How do I... There we go. I think this is a fair red. Actually, you know what? Nah. So you want to do full. I forget the exact hue, but I think it was something around here-ish, right? Not too bright, but not too basic. Yeah, that'll do. Zerois. Yeah, all caps. Yeah, much better. I think we have to do that with our Cyclops, too. Some of the horses are also pretty zombie-like.
Welcome aboard,
That's true, some of them do have a little bit of that look. All right. Already we're having some problems. Don't see it anymore. If I don't see it, it's not a problem. All right, chat. Now we're gonna go back and we're gonna get all that titanium I need. And this time, since we can't build up to where our sea moth is stuck, we're instead gonna go back to my plan of building out our base on the ocean's edge, where the Cyclops is, where good old McDonald is, soon to be capitalized McDonald, like his mother always wanted. Not gonna lie, they look like zombies from Plants and Zombies. Look at that, chat. Look at all that. This stalker's not gonna be happy. I just took his collection that he's been gathering up. He's like, what the hell are you doing to my trash collection? It's my treasure. We don't care what stupid stalkers think, though. No. I was about to be like, was that the Leviathan I was scared of? No, that's a reef back. Okay. Oh, those tentacles, they terrified me for a moment there. I forget, here's your storage. Right? Yeah, I'm not crazy. Storage is... No, that's upgrades. Where's your storage, Seamoth? I forgot. Am I crazy, chat? Ah, here it is. There we go. The sun is rising on a new day. Man, isn't it nice when you're not near a Leviathan that's gonna just take your Seamoth from you? Nope. It's not gonna use it as a chew toy? Wait. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Where's my Royce? We need one more quartz, so... Oh. I see. Well, you know what? I don't need that many health kits at this point. Also, I don't need this C-Def module Mark 1, huh? I also need to take off the no cost, so let's do that right now. Chat, I saw that shadow! I'm leaving! I'm leaving! I'm leaving! I didn't even hear the thing coming. Why was it not making any noise? Why is it gotta be like this? Okay, back to Doxy. What caused those knights to be like that? Did they get Deathroot or something? No, it seems to just be a result of not having Destined Death. That's what we're trying to go over right now, Nobre, is trying to figure out how exactly death works in this universe. So, if the idea is that you can die and then you'll still rot, then it has to be the idea that the Guardians, when they make a pact with the Erd Tree, the Erd Tree uses its life energies to keep them from rotting. So basically, they don't have to eat or drink or anything like that. They can just be constant sentinels guarding the minor Erd Trees, plus the Erd Tree proper, as we see. And then, they'll have eternal life, right? And in exchange, that's basically the idea. It's like, we'll give you eternal life, you dedicate that eternal life to protecting us. Yeah, so that's one major headache out of my way. Yep, let's just make sure. Yep, it's exchanged. The Radon soldier is said to attack first because of their valor, Flo because he is named the Rabid Stray, and Oga because he's a valiant warrior. If confused, I said something earlier. Gotcha. I'm looking at the spirit ashes, and I noticed that some of them have red eyes. These ones are noted to instantly attack when summoned. Radon soldiers, Bloodhound Knight Flo, and Red Mage Knight Oga. So the idea seems to just to basically be use red eyes as a denotion of being hyper aggressive. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's eat, grab some water, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, right. Right. Ah, right. And wait. Wait a second, I just realized. It just occurred to me, chat. There's more stuff in here, isn't there? Yeah. Alright. It's okay, chat. Just gonna put in my little hidey hole. Let's go there. Only two? Alright. There we go. There we are. Perfect. And then we want to... Alright. And we're set. Oh, there you... I was about to be like, where the hell did my titanium go? Just blend it in with the mushrooms. Yeah, we can't pick these up. Well, we know where to find more titanium when we get back, chat. We can't remove that. I kind of want to take the power cell with me, though. So you know what? We're gonna do this. Yeah, this will be for the glass, which we won't be immediately using. This. And then we want to take all this. The power cell. We'll put that in storage. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna put that in here for a second because I want to take the stuff out of storage here, and we don't need it for where we're going. Let's see. This we need to put it in trash. Wait 1 second. I know how to fix this. Trash can. Where is trash can? Trash can. There we go. That saved us some space, chat. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you joking? Fine. Waters we'll put in here. We don't need the med kit. Yeah. The good news is we can put the titanium back in here once it's been converted, and we can take it out as needed. So similar to how Vestalt became one of the dead ones, I think that's called. He just stands there without life, but his corpse is being used. Yeah, that seems kind of the idea. Again, the idea with the nobles and the other corpses that we see, the rotting corpses that we find around the land, is that these are supposed to be not corpses per se, but hollows in the same sense as in Dark Souls, where they seem to be like living but dead, right? So that seems to be the general idea, right? But it is kind of similar to the concept of, yeah, there's some characters who are alive, but they kind of just stay living, and then they persist even when they should no longer be alive. That seems to be the idea with the Guardians of the Minor Erdtrees. So, that's, yeah, that seems to be sort of the thing. It's like, okay, they don't need to drink, they don't need to eat, they don't need, and they're sustained by the Erdtree's power itself, it seems to be the idea. Which I guess you could say, why not just give it grace? But I don't know. Maybe Erdtree was feeling like he didn't want to give grace that day. It chose violence or something. Okay. Oh. Yep, might as well do that. Alright, so we got all that in storage there. The dead that yet live, like the narrator calls us. Yeah, same idea with us, right? We're sustained by grace, so even if we die, we come back, and we don't seem to have the rotting problem. So yeah, it's actually probably Tarnished is a really good parallel to what I'm talking about with the Guardians, right? The only difference is the Guardians have a piece of the Erdtrees inside them that they are using as like the catalyst to sustain their existence. And it's kind of like, oh, similar to how the minor Erdtrees are connected to the original, hence the Erdtree avatars spawn when the mother tree gets harmed by Marika breaking the Elden Ring. We see the similar thing happen with the Guardians, right? The Guardians are starting to grow tree bits, and those tree bits eventually start blooming flowers, and the idea is that as the blooming garb description tells us, those flowers are proof of them having broken the pact, right? So the idea is that, and we only find the flower boys at the minor Erdtree church and in Langdell, i.e. the places closest to the Erdtree. So the idea is that, okay, like think of like a wave. When the Erdtree felt its heart, the Elden Ring, get destroyed, it kind of sent out like a wave reaction where it's like, hello, Guardians, the deal was that you protect us. What you didn't, you failed to do your duty, and so the punishment is, okay, we're gonna send out this wave, and they start growing. The basically them being seed beds. They're like ticking time bombs, right? And the bomb finally goes off, right, at the Erdtree's command. And it's like boom, and so the Guardians closest to the tree have started the most advanced growths, while those farther away, as we can see, are still in the earlier stages. But they all have, like, this poison they're expelling, and as we can see, that the reason why that poisonous material, like, something's being processed, broken down, and released as, like, a hazardous material that they're trying to expel from the body, and we figure out that's the biological material of their human body. So, the flowers are presumably blood red because, well, they derive from blood. So the idea is like your blood, your flesh, all that stuff is being broken down and taken out as the tree aspect takes over, and you're basically being hollowed out from the inside. Hence why we see the ones with the flowers, they'll have more advanced growth if you damage them. And they will, the tree will grow bigger, it'll sprout more flowers, the tree growth will take over the weapon, so it goes from being the dexterous sword spear into like a big heavy club. So all of that seems to play into this idea. Yeah, all of this seems to play into this idea that there's like a certain like immortality they get, but they'll lose their humanity once the Erdtree determines that they have no longer, they've gone back on the bargain. They did not fulfill their end. And that's basically the analysis I had to put in for the Guardians that I'm going to be sending to Smotown soon. I don't know if it's going to be relevant to his Radigan stuff, but it helped him with understanding the larger context around the whole, the aftermath of the Crucible disappearing and how that relates to Marika starting onto the path to fundamentalism. Is there anything else I could possibly be like, I gotta get... Oh, wait, I know. Let's get this anyway, because we still have space, so... Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Welcome aboard All systems online.
Ow! Damn. It's okay, I didn't want to do this anyway. I kind of want to see if I can put that back there so that way no one knows. It's okay. I never look closely at this little tube anyway. I won't notice. I'm sorry I uprooted you. Anyway, let's see. The Wraith Caller seen near Revenants ride horses that are decaying. I found a video that shows its model, but where do I put it in Discord since it's in relation discussing animals not dying? Put in the Elden Ring chat under the, put in the Elden Ring chat for general discussion. Because I don't have any, like, official, like, a post or anything, so don't put it into missing data. I want that for, like, actual analysis posted on the website or, like, in Abyssal Archive or something, and you guys can be like, hey, you forgot to include this. Otherwise, just, like, put it into the generic stuff. Yeah, we don't need to worry about this. There we go, chat. So somehow we need to get this to connect to this. I was wondering why I'm doing this. This is just for aesthetics. Purely aesthetics. I have no motivation other than this. Ah! That is a bit of a problem, though, isn't it?
Warning. Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We can always fix this later. Honestly, I might remove this just because I really, really, really don't like. Yeah, I'm not too keen on how this is turning out. I was kind of hoping we could have a cool little, like, entrance where each of our moon pools will be a bit different. Right? And I could have this be, like, the double entrance moon pool, but I guess that's gonna have to be another base. Because, this situation ain't good, Chief. I do not like this. Uh-huh. So is the idea there is two kinds of undead, those who live in death and the dead who yet live? I suppose that's a good way to put it, Xavier. That would make sense as far as how we would want to word it. Those who live in death and the dead who yet live. Kind of like it's the same but not, like there's a very nuanced difference there. Because the idea with the Tarnished is that the Tarnished have died, but when they died, they didn't die. They turned out to be tarnished. They saw grace, and they were alive again and saw grace, right? So by the grace of the Elden Ring. Oh, and I guess you could say yeah, we'll say the Elden Ring to be specific. So, by the grace of the greater will and the Elden Ring and all that, they've been allowed to return from death. Whereas those who live in death, the idea is that they are dead, and yet they are paradoxically alive. They are living in death. So we're gonna have to do it like this, chat. This is the path we must take. Okay, fair enough. God. Yeah. Yeah, okay, you're done. Okay, you're done.
Hull integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
Man, you don't even need power for your draining, at least. Alright, so... yeah. We're gonna have to do little hallways like this. Like I said, I'm not too crazy about this. But yeah, it's gonna have to be the best we got. Then I guess we can open another hallway there. Holy hell, chat, it is dark in here. Who would have thought the edge of the abyss is fucking dark? It's almost like Miyazaki had reasons for choosing those terminology when he was making them, huh? So far, so good. So what we could do, Chad, is we could create a straight shot here, and then we could create like little side stuff. So like this could be like, I don't know. This could be like the storage room here, right? Like we could do something where it's like, okay, this leads to here. Yeah, I like that. So you have the moon pool. In fact, you know what? Let's do that now. Let's get all the titanium for this area. Because this will probably be an area we'll be using in the future. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, no! It doesn't have hull integrity, chat. Whatever will I do? Like I said, we're going to ignore that. We don't care. Again, we can add more of these at our leisure.
30 seconds.
Oh, whoopsie. I completely forgot. I need oxygen, chat. Alright, so how's this look from down here? Pretty cool, honestly. The major question... The major question is where we're gonna... Okay, so this... We remove the scanner room. Yeah, I think removing the scanner room is definitely going to be a must. I think we put the scanner room here. I think this be our scanner room, chat. We have to remove the upgrades before we do that. Again, because I feel like we're going to be doing shit with this area soon. Let's do this instead. Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We'll move the scanner room when we figure out how we're going to connect it all. But yeah, once we get this all connected and we have power, then I'll put the scanner room there so we won't have any issues. Okay, so the question is, where and how do we get you down? I wonder. I think I need 2 floors first, right? So. Okay, so this works up until a point. So let's see what happens if we do this. Yes, I know, you have no integrity. Nah, it doesn't let me do it, chat. I have to connect these, Yeah, we get it, chat. Is it just me, or does it feel like this entire area is kind of going topsy-turvy? Kind of feels like they're swaying. If so, that's kind of a neat little detail. Anyway, we need to connect this stuff soon, so for now. Okay, am I crazy, chat? How do you... Okay, so this works. Right, so there's our options. Yeah. Oh. Maybe I could do something more substantial up here than what I already got. Maybe I'm being too conservative here. Maybe getting rid of death-graded spirits. I don't know if that's possible because ancestral spirit followers seem to predate America's Erdtree Kingdom, so they've been doing stuff with spirits and things well before that. And it seems like the idea is the ancient dynasties did stuff with the ancestral spirits before the ancestral spirit followers, obviously, were left. Alright. So, we need more titanium, chat. We have to go get more titanium. So off we go. So it'll be the main Elden Ring lore, because from what I understood, it's a sitcom pretty much, with like Ronnie killing Godwyn, the big plot twist with the sound effect in the background. No, I think the big plot twist is supposed to be Radigan turning out to be America. I'm pretty sure that's the big plot twist of the game. Like, if I had to pick one thing, I think it would be that. I think the moment you hear, oh yeah, these two characters of opposite sexes, yeah, they're the same person. No, not like one is disguised as the other. They're just literally the same person. We still have some more back here, right? Yeah, okay. So I have a few more we can make when... Go away. You took one Royce from me. You don't need to take the other. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming. Ah! Wait. Where's my Royce? Oh, there you are. Get the fuck out of here! God with a red-haired doggo. Yeah, basically. Greater Will thought, you know what? You loved your black-haired doggo so much, I'll give you another one. Enjoy. And she was like, geez, thanks. I hate it. Malekith immediately be like, oh. Oh, it's the surveys. Oh yeah, I remember you. You're life pod number 7. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna go back here. Thank you. Please, thank you. Pardon me. I said earlier that maybe those who live in death are people who died before the removal of destined death, but revived by Deathroot, and the dead who yet live are those who died after its removal. Maybe that. No, because we find catacombs and things in places where Erdtree burial wasn't being done until much later, and these catacombs seem to connect to the Erdtree kingdom specifically. So it's not like, oh, this was someone else who happened to do Erdtree burial. So no, I don't think that works. I think those who live in death are anyone who are quote-unquote dead. It seems to be those who are dead, buried, and turned into skeletons. That seems to be the idea of those who live in death, and then they touch Deathroot. Because here's the idea. It seems to be that the only way to truly die is for you to be buried in a grave/catacomb that is connected to Erdtree roots, and the Erdtree basically, I guess, keeps you comatose while it absorbs you back into its roots. That seems to be the distinction being made. Makes sense, but what would be the main lore? Like, Origins of the Ancient Dragons. Oh, we got that. After I got my perfect drip, my Elden Ring interest rose up again, and my Dark Souls obsession cooled down. I mean, the problem is that the game has really big lore, Nobre, and I don't consider myself an expert on it by any means. I'm still developing my understanding, and I haven't even beaten the game once, so... That's, it's a loaded question to ask me what I think the main lore for the game is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do have a general history in my mind. It's just... I don't know if I can say with confidence that it's accurate. I think it is, but, like, there's just so much I still haven't considered, and there, like, again, we're talking about the basics of how death works in this universe. Like, I am still very much on the road to becoming an expert in Elden Ring lore, that's for sure. Nowhere near the end. We have a little extra time. I should put that stupid power cell away when I had the chance. Oh well. watch a bunch of Smotown videos. I have, John. That's the funny
All
part.
systems online.
Smotown's earlier videos are not as useful though as his more recent ones. That's for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, they're still good videos, but a lot of them you can definitely tell his data's not as good. He's still developing some of his thoughts. He doesn't have as much of the information like as he would in later stuff, right? And he himself says this, right? Whenever he comes out with new videos, he usually says, "Oh, my thoughts on this have evolved, or they've changed, or whatever," right? So his earlier vids are not as useful for my education, because I'd be like, "Yes, I know this. No, wait, this is wrong. We've already gone over." There's so much more to the discussion now compared to what some of his older content might indicate. Oh no, whatever will we do? Oh, that was Nobre. Gotcha. I mean, if it's for someone who knows nothing about the lore period, and you're trying to build your stuff, yeah. Just know that when you go to Smotown's videos, you will be quote-unquote misinformed, as you're probably going to hear different things from him in his later videos about the same subject than his earlier ones. Yeah, no, I'm not deleting all that. Well, chat, we found a problem with my setup. We found a problem with my setup. So we're gonna have to figure out how to solve this problem. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it can be done. I think if we have a multi-purpose room or something here, we can get it. We can get it all fixed. It's gonna feel really shitty, though, having to rebuild this stuff over and over again. It doesn't seem like anyone is an expert yet, and the whole game isn't even out yet. Yeah, that's a big thing. Once the DLC's out, we'll have the full data set to work with. Hey, look at all that water. I hear the noises you make. It's okay. Alright, alright. I think I know what we gotta do, chat. We gotta make some lockers.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This. Also, gotta drink this. And we gotta drop off that power cell. I keep forgetting to do the stupid power cell. Let's do that now.
You are the best captain on the planet. I'm not even squinting.
I love this game sometimes, chat. It says shit like that. It's just like, aw. It's lying to me. Thermal blades here. There's nothing I want to get rid of from this. We'll do the health pack. So I'll have the spare. We'll put you here. Yep. What's weird for me is I can't really see the Rune of Death in Farum Azula, in the Farum Azula Elden Ring. That is curious, isn't it? Might could just be artistic thing because the developers have been so used to drawing the normal Elden Ring that then when they say, yeah, make this Elden Ring, but older, and no one ever told them, hey, it should include Destined Death. That's definitely a possibility. Yeah, I'm pretty sure please tell me light's coming back soon. Yeah, that's not gonna work, so. Yeah. This is getting complicated, chat. Does this work? I just want it to be daytime. Could it please be daytime? Nope. Okay, so gotta take this further out. Yes, yes, yes. I know how weak the hull is. Relax. I should get my seam off. Make this easier. Royce, get back here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So I'm liking the way this is laying out, chat. We just need to somehow get this to connect here. I think I see our opening. Yeah. All this because I'm so ridiculously obsessed with doing things exactly this way. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a little too soon. Yeah. This is like one of those moments, chat, where you see someone who just, they dug themselves into a hole and yet they keep digging, trying to get themselves out of it. That's what Loki's going through right now. He keeps digging this hole and he's like, no, no, chat, don't worry, I'll get myself out of it. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna work out perfectly. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm fine, chat. Why would I be anything but? Eclipse! Stop it. That's better, chat. Yeah, I like this. Okay. You have enough here. Thank you. Thank you for understanding, Mr. Cyclops. In fact, I'm gonna push you back. But I guess we'll see what you think when you actually get there to see it yourself. That's true. I still haven't finished exploring all of Farum Azula and all that. So it could be that I'll notice something important. Though again, I don't think the Rune of Death would be absent by that point. Like you said, it's a bit weird in that regard. Feels like it should already be where it's at.
Engine powering up.
Then again, it's possible the idea is that the Rune of Death may be buried behind other runes, so it's not as easy to spot, maybe? So maybe it is there, and it's just harder to see? Maybe. That's the only thing I could think of. There's our Seamoth. Did Radigan spring up fully formed, or was he separated and combined with Marika? I can just imagine the former and Marika furiously ordering him to go fight some wizards, ending in her married twice. From my understanding, the idea is that Marika and Radigan are two persons in one soul, so they exist within one body. But similar to other examples of characters who have like dualities to them, where they're like, you know, copycats and stuff, like say Arena and Hyetta, the 2D brothers, etc. I understand the idea is that Marika and Radigan, at least when Radigan was married to Renala, were operating on two bodies, which were essentially, as far as we could tell, he was able to have kids with them and all that. But they were separate at that time, so Marika could continue doing her thing, while Radigan was doing his thing, right? That's my understanding. Yeah, I'm just kind of doing basic stuff because I feel like we're going to do here, chat, is we're going to use this as a basic template, and we're going to start making lots of, like, side rooms and things. That it won't just be this. This... This is kind of like when you first come here and you want to observe, and it's like, oh, wow, 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 would you look at that? Oh, wow. See? Right that. Look at how far it goes. It's just infinite darkness. But yeah. And we'll do the same thing this way, once this is gone. Until then, We're about to run out of titanium, so we're gonna need more. Good news is this should all be very easy to connect once we're done here. Yep, there we go. Yeah. In fact, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, we'll have an exit porthole here, I think. Yeah. Put a porthole here. We'll drop this down here. We'll have it all the way go down, and then it'll connect to this. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to handle it. So therefore, all of our bases will be connected this way. I'll be able to use my highway whenever I want.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So let's go over and get more titanium, shall we? Oh, should drink my water. Was the Rune of Death always there to begin with? I would assume... Actually... No, yeah, I would assume so because beasts and other creatures besides dragons, which are definitely mortal, existed. So Rune of Death had to have existed. By necessity. Maybe it appeared when the previous god died? I don't know. Yeah, I don't feel like that would make sense then. It just kind of sprang up. But honestly, though, we don't know enough about runes that's possible. If we're going with the idea that Newman could forge, quote-unquote, or temper runes or whatever, right? I don't know if forge is the best word to use. Let's say smith. They could smith runes, right? So let's assume that, like, smithing, forging metal and stuff is the work of the giants. Like, let's just take that for granted. I think it's... The idea, though, of smithing runes and stuff may have been something that the Newman had originally, right? And that the idea of forging with metal wasn't a thing until later, maybe until dragons introduced it to Far Missoula or whatever. Sorry, not dragons, giants introduced it to Far Missoula. I hear it, Jet. I hear it, but I don't see it, and that always terrifies me. The good news is we have a very good field of view here. Ah, there it is. Ow. There we go. Now we still have some space. can. I don't see it. I assume it's still behind us. I'm gonna assume the only thing here to be worried about are sand sharks. That's a big crystal deposit. But I don't need quartz right now, so... I don't hear it anymore, so that's always a good sign. I hear it now. I think I saw it for a split second, so, no. Also, more quartz here. That's always good. Alright, one more. Actually, you know what? We'll head back, because I had so much trouble. You got it. Fine, I'll deal with the trouble. I have an extra locker now, right? So... back to the dock. Maybe that's another reason why America is such greater willing to kill the giants, because they had the power to change the order of the world. I don't know if they could do that. They could change. They can forge metal, but not necessarily runes, right? Maybe it okay, because the Farm Azula Elden Ring is gold, not red. It's actually more bright yellow than the current Elden Ring, which is more orange. Yeah, but that could be artistic rendering, because we see even we see gold and associated with the Elden Ring and the Erd Tree, like the bright, normal colored gold, even before the Crucible disappears in some locations and areas. So, see generally that the gold gold in general was understood to be the color of the Elden Ring. Plus, I think it depends on how reddish the tinge of the gold was supposed to be, right? Like looking at Crucible Knights and some stuff, it looks like it could vary. Like it could look almost orangey, but it was still like very obviously, you know, a gold color. Alright. Alright, I'm hoping, chat, that with the way we did the multi-purpose room, we'll off-center our base's layout enough that we can connect the two upper halves and lower halves. We'll just have to see how that goes. Alright. There we go. There we go. Perfect, we're good. Listen, I have no idea. I'm just spitballing here. I understand, Xavier. Don't worry. Your spitballing is fine. I'm just responding in the same fashion where I'm trying to go over the ideas and try to process them, try to come up to a logical conclusion as well. Don't worry. Like, don't feel afraid to, like, throw out random ideas even if you think they're bullshit. Because at the very least, they're worth considering. Okay. I'm gonna put a few of you back. Yeah, we'll do this until this is empty. So that way I can eat. Man. So many fruit. So much fruit, chat. Yeah. Then we take this back. And then we leave. Let's see.
All systems online.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about the idea of why America would want to kill the giants besides, like, the stuff we've already gone over in past streams. The only thing I could think of is the idea that Grace / the Two Fingers told her to, right? Like, it's like, okay. But, like, again, even if you ignore the idea that Grace or the Two Fingers were, like, pushing for it, it's just the logical thing to do. It's kind of like saying that, the archdragons of Dark Souls were defeated, were, like, you know, brought to nigh extinction by Gwyn and the Lords because, Koth and the Primordial Serpents told them to. It's like, okay, yeah. But there were good reasons to do it regardless. It's not like it's just like one of those things that, like, oh god, no one would ever think of trying to defeat the apex predator in this world now that we have the modicum of power, right? Like, same thing here. I think you could definitely make the case for, Alright, Chad, I want to do something real quick, so... Gotta... see where we land here. Alright, we're gonna try it now, chat. We'll try it. This poor base is like, why? Why are you weakening me further? Don't worry, honey. It's part of the grand plan. What if we were in Miquella's dream the entire time? Oh no, John. That's a spitball, and I don't want to even try to imagine. Yeah, the whole time it was actually just a dream. Reality was just one giant dream of Miquella's. And when we're in Miquella's dream, we'll discover that actually none of it is real, and we actually haven't seen the real world, and it actually doesn't matter what we do with the Elden Ring and any of the endings. And that's actually what Ronnie was rebelling against, because she realized it was all just her brother's fucked up dream. God, there's so many problems. So many problems I don't even want to consider. This actually, I think, works, yeah. Yeah, look at that, chat. That looks pretty much center, I think. Where's Royce? 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 Ah, there you are. Yeah, I think we're just about in a position, chat, where we can connect the bases and all will be swell. No! 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 It's still off. It's off. It's off that way, chat. God, that noise is terrifying, huh? Ay, ay, ay. I thought I had it, chat. I tried, chat. I tried. The only thing I can think of, chat, is we deconstruct all of this and rebuild it connected to this. That's the only other option I can think of. Yeah. That's the only other option I can think of. That we just kind of rebuild everything and hope it fits more or less where we are. Because, like, it only requires us to be slightly off. Like, this is the important part, right? This we can be slightly off at. I tried setting this up so it would be perfect for me to be like, woo, we're in our moon pool.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Yeah, I get it. So I think it'll be too hard to connect all this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Did Ronnie want to kill Godwyn? Why would she want to? Or did she have no part in it and just want to use the death rune to kill her body? She was definitely involved. She was involved in the entire conspiracy. So she was involved in everything involving the assassinations and all that. The question is, why would she choose Godwyn as the person to kill? If you want my opinion, because he was the golden boy of the family. He represented everything about the Golden Order, the Greater Will, the Elden Ring, all that, right? Like, he's Godwyn the Golden. He was probably the Crown Prince, honestly. At the very least, he was probably the oldest son. If not the oldest child in general. Again, I believe Gorilla Might Queen is Melina, and that she is Marika's child, so jury's out on whether she's the first or second. But either way, the idea would be that, yeah, Godwyn seems to be the best. If she wanted to symbolize, if she wanted to send a message about how she felt about things, I feel like Godwyn would be the perfect one to represent that. Now, obviously, she's not just killing Godwyn; she's killing so many gods that we see wandering mausoleums everywhere, right? But it seems to be the idea of if she had to pick a god in the capital that she wanted to kill, it would be Godwyn the Golden. And obviously, he's the one that she chooses for her ritual where, you know, he dies in soul, but she dies in body and all that, so. It's all part of the plan. I just don't know what I'm going to do with my plans now, Chad. It's destined death, right? So is it the complete concept of death, or is it just a guarantee that everyone is destined to die? It's called the Rune of Death, and then it's also known by the name of Destined Death, is how Enya describes it, if I recall correctly. So the Rune of Death seems to be the idea of it deals with all death, but it's also known as Destined Death, because the idea is that it involves you having the fate to die, and therefore, like, you have to die in some way, and therefore fate will eventually be like, okay, well, this is like your fatal, your mortal wound that shall kill you, right? Or this is disease is what's going to be your death or whatever. That's my understanding. But then again, fate is kind of, again, another aspect of this universe that we struggle to define, so I may be slightly off there. Well, she imprisoned the leader, and she doesn't take credit for the murder, but she does everything else. She says she's responsible for everything, that she's the one responsible for forging the daggers and committing the night and all that. Also, her getting rid of the leader just tells you that she backstabbed the people she had do the dirty deed for her, right? Like, it's like, oh, okay, you're of no use to me now. Okay. I don't want you leading your girls against me, so I'm going to, like, you know, take out the head. Also, I think the idea was that the head fled the capital after her daughter died, so it might be a case of the leader going after Ronnie. Personally, Ronnie's like, well, okay, I'm just gonna lock you in this Everjail then. That's your problem, not mine. See, I think the idea is, like, just can't afford to let the leader of the assassins go out in the world, and we already see it, right? Like, the assassins try to kill Blythe and E.G., right? So it's very clear, like, that's exactly the type of thing Ronnie feared. Like, I'm pretty sure they would have assassinated them if they weren't already doing it before and we're just seeing the latest attempt, and probably most successful. It's probably an idea that, if they had their leader with them, they probably would have been able to reorganize and go and try to get payback a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know where I want to put this connection point, Chad. I'm gonna have to think this through. Until then, let's put this spare titanium away.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We're gonna have a lot of that. We're gonna have a lot of that, I feel. Nice. Nice. Do we still have space? Yeah, we still have space. Nice. Uh-huh. Go away, you're not helpful. Okay, we'll take a few more of these out, and then we'll... Man, we're gonna have to put this stuff in the battery charger when we're done. Oh, now we're hitting the weak points, so. I'm running out of space here. Turn this into a Cyclops dock. Yeah. We're gonna move our Cyclops actually to try this out. The idea of our Cyclops having its own little dock we have to make, because apparently this game doesn't actually have a Cyclops dock. So. Yeah, like this. Air traffic control, this is air traffic. Oh yeah, we can put like a little desk here, chat. It'd be like, this is air traffic control here. We are currently reviewing your destination. You are clear for docking procedures. Over. I guess it should be sea traffic control, not air traffic control, huh? There we go. Wouldn't that be cool, chat? We build a docking procedure around here so that way we can very easily... So I'll have the moon pool down here, we'll have a dock up here. I think that's what we're gonna do. And then we can build another Cyclops. Yeah, then we can build another Cyclops over for the other side of the map. And build out our base that way then. I like this. I'm liking this, okay. New plans, chat. I got a new strategy. I like it. We'll worry about fixing the lower half once we, I guess we gotta put this in storage here. There we go. up room. So let's see. Boop, boop, boop. I'm trying to think, chat. What would be fair as far as width? I think going from here to here would be fair. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I have a lot of ideas to how to make this work, chat, and it might be able to help us with our whole connection drama. Oh. So first we'll do like basic stuff here. One, two. This idea. I like this idea a lot, chat.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There, not gonna get any bad ideas now, huh, Mr. Seamoth? I just constructed you. Don't deconstruct yourself now. Don't go trying to delete yourself. Yes, yes. Perfect. And we can worry about filling out the other side once we have the bases connected, right, and everything's good. Yeah. So for now, we just make this the length of our Cyclops. And to see what I'm doing, Chad, I'm gonna have it where there's like a porthole like every two things, so it's like 1, 2, porthole, 1, 2, porthole, 1, 2, porthole, right? Then at the end here, you know what? Docking procedures are a go. Hello, Trape. I do not speak Russian, so forgive me. Or Ukrainian. I actually don't know what language that is, so sorry. Hello there. Welcome to the chat. It's so weird to me that the leader has an attack similar to Malekith, which is the attack they choose for the skill of Malekith's Black Glaive, and the name of that skill is Destined Death. Well, yeah, because they have a piece of Destined Death, right? So I don't think that the Destined Death part is weird. I guess the idea of them using Malekith's skill, but I guess if you're the leader, presumably you're the more powerful, so I presume that's why they did it. Why do you think Ronnie wanted to go against the Order instead of rule it? I think because she didn't like the idea of being controlled. That seems to generally be the gist, right? Ronnie didn't, from what we're told, Ronnie just doesn't like the idea that she's being manipulated by the fate of the Two Fingers and all that, right? So she kind of came to the realization earlier than Marika about being used and all that. Maybe because she had some int in her build instead of just fate. Anyway. So her shtick has always been basically, hey, Is there any way that I can get rid of this thing? I think that's always been on our mind. Yeah, and I could add tons of like lights on here, chat, just so that way this area is always bright. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this idea. This is air traffic control here. We currently have a Cyclops docked into our base. Yes, the McDonald's, sir.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
As we can see, the McDonald is fully docked, though the dock itself is still under construction. We will be sure to report back as soon as we have an update from the builders, sir. We're told that construction will be made when when it's finished. It'll be done when it's done. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is how we're gonna handle it. Yeah.
Seek fluid intake.
Yes, I heard about the fluid intake. Aye. My last bit of
Vital
water
signs
there.
Stabilizing.
I think I need to plan this thing out a little bit more, but I like the idea, chat. Air traffic control here. Sea traffic control, I should be saying. Oh. That's what we need to... Where's my sea moth? Here. There we are. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Hey, you don't like being destroyed? We'll help you. Help you with that. I'm gonna leave this here because these are like the basic ideas of what we want to do, so. That way I at least don't forget what the layout of our plan was. There we go. We're gonna need even more quartz, but not want to make it into glass, chat. That's gonna be funny. I might make more of those towers, but not to make ladders or anything, but just to be like, okay. this. There we go. I don't think we need a multi-purpose room for this. We want this to be very simple, right? Very, you know, kind of like a Dead Space Engineering Ishimura type design, where it's like, okay, it's very cramped, it's very simple, very basic, does everything it needs to do, and that's it. In that case, we want to make a yeah, like this. Do the same thing here. Yeah. So you have ladder there, ladder here, which lets you be able to move around still. Maybe we'll put some more stuff here in case, but I think the ladder shouldn't get in the way no matter what. And then we do this. Yep, perfect. We'll end that there. Like I said, we'll do the only this half here. This might continue in the future. And then eventually, we're going to somehow connect this dock down there. Probably through whatever we want to do this way. Yeah. So like we duplicate what we did here over here. Then we'll have a little docking system here. And it'll all be good. Speaking of docking systems. That'd be kind of cool too, huh, chat? To also have our dock have a floor to it. Yeah, it has to be under here. That's something I think to think about, like, last. I want to do one more level of this. It's quite possible. Yeah, we'll have to see. What the heck is this monstrosity? Well, McLogantron, this is me attempting to make a sea dock. Gotta go. If I don't come back in time to catch the end, then bye. Thanks for the stream. No problem, Pokemon. We're gonna end things soon, probably, because we're getting pretty close to the end here. Gotta figure out how I wanna refine this. Like I said, probably gonna use more of these towers, like every so often. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably something like that. But that'll be like final. So let's turn these side areas into some kind of setup staging quarters for this. And then that's how we'll connect down to here, to our sea dock. Yeah. You're building at the edge of the void. It's not the void, though it may as well be, given how dark it looks from down there. No, there's a lot down there. There's an entire survey zone I want to check out, but I want to make a proper dock for it first. To be honest, what I really want is to go out and grab some blood oil so I can make that hard diving suit. You know what? We're going to do that last, chat. That's going to be our final thing. So let's eat up, and then we're going to go over that direction and try to find some blood oil.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So yeah, multi-purpose room for storage and stuff. Scanner room, that's where we'll put you. Whatever we're gonna do here. Okay. Let's eat up first, though. Man, I used up so... Oh, wait. I should put this stuff back, since we're actually gonna... Since we're actually gonna keep the scanner room around for a little longer.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, so I figured. Perfect. So it'll be down there. Boom. Yeah, we'll put 2 sealed chambers here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then we'll have yeah, another one here. It's coming together, Chi. It's coming together exactly as I planned. I love it when a plan comes together. It's beautiful. That way, this won't get involved with the civilian stuff when you're just trying to get up. Yeah, okay. Perfect, perfect. Yeah. Scanner upgrade, scanner speed.
Calorie intake recommended.
Yes, 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 I know I'm starving. Tell me something I don't know. What a nice peaceful drive parallel to the highway. The glass highway. The Great Wall of Glass. Right, going back to Dock C. There's glass here, too. There we go.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Woo! You know what? I'm feeling like I'm in a good mood today, so... Oh! Wasn't expecting one of you to go. There we go. Oh. There we are. Alright, no need to force it. We'll take you though, still. I should be fine while we're out, we just need to get the blood oil. There's no spare titanium in here, is there? I think we emptied it. Nope, we didn't. Take that out of storage. We need 2 of these for what I'm doing, so we'll have the... Yeah. So we'll leave 2 there. Like I said, we need the blood oil. Okay, we'll very quickly go back and finish construction.
All systems online.
Look at that, chat. And it's gonna look so good with the lamps and stuff. It's gonna be super power taxing, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, this is gonna be my next big project, is creating my Cyclops dock. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! I love it. I love it. Look at that haul. Yep, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. enough space to sit, huh? This is air traffic control. I can't get over that. How about now? Yay! Yeah. That looks better. Yeah, still a little crooked. It'll be fine for now. Now we can look like we're actually doing something important at our desk, chat. Oh, hey, Night Scout. Good to see you. Have you had to balance resources to prevent the main character from starving to death or running out of air in the facility so far? Yeah, several times I've tried to make sure I try to keep myself alive. Is the game on a timer to cure the disease on the planet before the main character dies? I don't think it's on a timer. Pretty sure I don't think the game's that hardcore. But yeah, it took me a while starting out to try to get my my resource in order, but I'm used to the what's the word? I'm used to the flow of this game. As we go here. The question now... The question now is how we're connecting everything. Like I said, I think this is going to be the... This is going to be how we do it. I think this is a bit much, but we'll see. Not connecting it. I could have swore these used to connect this way, but I guess... No, yeah, they do! Oh no, but only if they're connected by other multi-purpose rooms, right? Okay. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I feel like I've done this before. Okay, there we go. I'm now formally out of titanium.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, this is all very jank. I'll fix this up once I figure out how we're gonna connect it to down there. In the meantime, let's Let's go get my blood oil. The main character actually is at risk of starving rather than just being exhausted, a la MGS3, right? Well, I'm not too familiar with Metal Gear, so I won't comment on that aspect. But in terms of, like, starvation, it's typical. You starve, you die, any items you have will be left behind wherever your death is. You'll respawn at base. I think there is a permadeath difficulty. I think there is one where it's more like, oh, you just die. But don't quote me on that, because I forget how difficulties work in this game. I know there's a survival and there's like a base mode. We're still catching fish with our grab trap. Alright, let's go grab me some blood oil. I just need some blood oil. More titanium. That's always good. Alright, so if I'm right, blood oil should be in this direction. Yeah, it should be past here. I don't remember you getting that big. Oh, stupid warper. Just a warper being a warper, chat. I think I took a wrong turn again, chat. Ah, this is not blood. This is not the blood oil area. Okay, fine. Alright, I think we evaded that warper like a champ. Okay. So that's not where the blood kelp forest is. Oh. That's a Leviathan. That's terrifying. I am so done with Leviathans today. Ah, crap, there's another one over there. Oh, is this under the island? Yeah, I think we're underneath the island. I think I accidentally came to the island. Whoopsie. Yeah. This is the island. Pretty sure. Or not. I don't remember... Yeah, I guess it's not. That's actually just an underground little tunnel thing. Okay. Is this wreck safe still? Are there going to be warpers that appear here? Ah! That sounds like a warper. Get out of here, chat. We avoid those, chat. Oh, I think this is at the island now. Yeah, this is the island. Yeah, there's the alien turret. The thing keeping me from going home! Then where the hell is the blood oil? I guess it's on the other side of the forest. So I went behind the forest. I've gone to the left of the forest, so let's go to the right. Let's head this way. I'm back. Did the Reaper kill you yet? What did I miss? No, those are those Leviathans. They're terrifying, but they haven't killed me yet. I'm just trying to find my blood oil. I could have swore it was back here, Pokemon, but I was like, nope, nope. That just leads to the that just leads to lots of pain with warpers. Big wall. Alright, so there's the Aurora. Yeah. Alright, I don't know where we're going then, chat. I have to look up where the Blood Kelp Forest is, because I do not remember where the hell it's at. So a gun turret from an alien species on this planet would shoot the main character's ship down if they tried to disembark from the planet. Yeah, that's the story. You pass by the planet, its auto turret defense system kicked in or some shit, shot you down. You're like the only survivor long term. There's others who survive, but by the time you get to their life pods, they're already dead and eaten. As a result, you just basically try to survive, then you figure out you're infected by the disease, which is why the auto turret defense system is online, to prevent anyone from getting you off the planet, or from you getting off planet with a ship. So you need to cure yourself of the disease so they don't try to shoot you. You can just kind of get a clearance to leave. And that's it. That's the plot. Just get off the planet. Get yourself a cure. It's a very simple plot. Alright, this should be safe, so let's go look. Subnautica map. Okay. So kelp forest, safe shallows. Underwater islands. Okay. Grassy plateaus. Okay, yeah, mushroom forest is... Oh, there's 2 mushroom forests. That's why. Arrgh! That explains a lot. Okay, so, so there's 2 blood kelp zones that I'm seeing here. Safe shallows, mushroom forest, and there's the dunes. That's the bulb zone. We've been to the bulb zone. So I think... That's Crash Zone. I assume that's where the Aurora is. Is there a better map I can look at? Okay, yeah, this is much better to look at. Okay. So, there's 2 options we have here. I'm thinking we go to the smaller one because we don't need anything complicated. So behind the Aurora to its left. Okay. Might be a little awkward to find, but I think we can do it. I think we can manage. If the turret shot a healthy crew in space, would it care if a healthy crew flew off from the planet as opposed to just shooting them in space once again? I forget the exact lore specifics, but the idea is basically we turn off the system. I think the idea is we have to prove that we're, if I recall correctly, we have to prove we're uninfected in order to turn it off. It won't let anyone turn off the... Basically, as a failsafe, you have to not be infected in order to turn off the auto-defense system that shoots down anyone in order to keep the infected off, on the planet. Alright, so where are we at, chat? There's our pod. There's a reef back. There's the ship. Now, I think if I recall, where we want to go is this way. Let me just double check one last time. Yeah. So from where that engine's at, we want to head... Yeah, we want to head due north from here. No, due west. I hit my life pod. Oh no, I just hit my base. Well, I hope I didn't cause any damage to my base. Whoopsie. Well, I guess we'll come back when we find if my base is flooded or not, maybe. Alright. So we head west. Yeah, so if I turned east right now... We should find the kelp forest somewhere around here. Oh, before I forget. Make sure I can see chat. Look, someone else's life pod. Also, before I forget, make sure you're repaired.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, I need to take some water, by the way. I can't die here. That's always a terrifying sound. Oh. Oh, what do you know? Another alien base event. Man, I wish I had some torpedoes right about now. I really need to start making those and being equipped. Well, that's terrifying. Let's hope the Seamoth can outrun them. Stop it, you. Oh, fuck you. Had to be a warper. Ow! Don't know what I hit there. No. Alright, so we're at the mushroom forest right now. Right? Yeah, we're at the mushroom forest. So the blood kelp zone should be further south of where we are at right now. But there's also a blood kelp zone north, so I think we can keep heading this way. Yeah, so I follow the edge of this, because this seems like the dunes, right? So I should find the other blood kelp zone. I was hoping to go for the smaller one, but I guess it was not meant to be. Oh, I'll just quickly grab my blood oil and then I'll end the stream, smile. Then I'll end the stream, smile. I hear more warpers. That might be what we're looking for, chat. No sign of volcanic activity, but that's about it. Man, there is so much quartz. I swear, if I wasn't looking for this stupid forest, I would find it. But now that I'm looking for it, I am so lost. Ah! I found it! Let's just, repair you real quick. Well, this There it is, chat. Pick up blood oil. There we go, we got the blood vine. I don't think I need too much of this, but just in case. Never be too careful, chat. Yeah, go sweet. Getting out of here. Another one of these alien things. Goodness me, is this one easy to find? I mean, if the vent's here, it has to be like in this big rock somewhere, right? Bone sharks, why do you have the most terrifying screech? Why you gotta be like that? I will find more alien bases later. Just gotta remember that the kelp forest is south. Or I should say, directly north of where my Cyclops gets docked. We're back home, chat. We are back home. Actually, no, we have to go back to Dock C specifically. Yeah, let's do that. All our materials are there. Like I said, chat, one of these days we'll figure out what we're going to do with this down here. But today is not one of those days.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Benzene. Just requires 3 of these, huh? And then we need... Okay, gotcha. Blood oil. That's a lot of... Using that stuff for that? Okay, what else do we use blood oil for? Nothing that I see. Yeah, I guess we just make it for benzene. All right. Should have picked up one more. Darn. Where is it? Fiber mesh I need, I think. Did I take that out of storage already? No, it's in here. Yeah! Synthetic fibers! Now I can make the suit! Nice! We accomplished something of actual substance today, chat. Reinforced suit. So you have ultra glide fins. Radiation gloves, radiation suit. We don't need you anymore. Reinforced diving suit. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. I can't do that. Okay, I guess we're gonna be taking it back home then. Okay. Let's quickly do some repairs. Okay. While we're here. Ion battery needs some loading. We need more ion batteries, honestly. We need to convert all our batteries to ion batteries. But that requires so much more stuff from alien bases, but that requires us to get alien bases.
All systems online.
Right, now we go to Dock B. Alright. Alright, chat, we're gonna end things as soon as I... Yeah, as soon as I get my stuff out of here. Gotta need one more blood oil so we can make one more benzene. Yeah, just look at that, chat. I have all these ion cubes, all these batteries. I need to figure out how to make these into good stuff. Alright, so radiation gloves. I can't get rid of that because I have some of these things. Which of these do I want to get rid of? Seamoth depth module. No. Alien feces, lol. There we go. Water. How do I put this in here? Flashlight. Yeah, I need my flashlight, so yeah. Okay, that's what the mistake I made. Gotcha. I thought I could fit it all. Perfect. Okay. So now this is full. If I ever need more fiber meshes, I can take them out. Have all that. Everything else is empty. Yeah, because we have to organize it by item type and all that. Should have brought some stuff from Dock C. There's a few things I could definitely have used. Alright, chat. That's it. It's over. We've done it. Yeah. I'm gonna go eat. Bye. Thanks for the stream. Yeah. See you guys. I'm gonna go over and eat right now, but we're gonna end the stream here. Thanks so much for everybody joining me on this casual stream as I chat about Elden Ring again while thinking over various ways to build out my base. Really cool way to spend this holiday evening. So thanks so much. Until next time, ciao.